Apple may finally be letting gamers plug in, Final Fantasy Versus XIII stays in limbo, and a big-time developer may be changing its mind on the next Nintendo console. All of this and sweet, sweet music today on The Grill. Let's do it. Hello and welcome to the July 28th episode of GamerNode's Hot Off the Grill. Senior editor Jason Fanelli will be your waiter today, and I'll be serving up the biggest and best gaming news from the past week. I hope you're hungry. New patents filed by Apple on Thursday show a possible gaming controller headed to iDevices. The patents, mostly focusing on iPhone Apple TV functionality, show the iPhone being used as a remote for the Xbox 360 and the DualShock controlling a game on the iPhone screen. Apple seems to be taking the touchscreen control aren't precise criticism seriously, as this looks to be a long overdue step in the right direction. I'm curious as to why Apple is just now filing a patent for the 360 remote functionality, as the My Xbox Live app put out by Microsoft for the iPhone already does that, but perhaps this is Apple creating their own thing. Whether these patents ever come to the public arena as hardware remains to be seen, but the fact that Apple is even considering this can only be a good sign. I hope Apple really presses on with this idea, as it can only bolster their position in the ever-changing gaming scene. Final Fantasy Versus XIII is officially cancelled, or not. At the beginning of the week, rumors rose that Square Enix had cancelled the game, which was originally announced 6 years ago alongside Final Fantasy XIII. The rumors stated that the project, as it was originally conceived, was dead, and that ideas incorporated into Versus XIII would then be implemented into a future Final Fantasy game. After these rumors came out, Square Enix CEO Yoichi Wada used his Twitter to dispel the rumor, saying, "There's someone making a false rumor that Versus was cancelled. Haha! Just a minute ago, the regular Versus meeting ended. If you saw the presentation of the city, it would knock you off your feet." Knock me off my feet, huh? Well, that's great. Problem is, it hasn't knocked me off my feet yet, as the game debuted 6 years ago. Square has been virtually silent on this, so how should we know how excellently it's progressing? Show us something. Let us judge it. And if I'm off my feet at the end of the video, then you were right, Mr. Wada, but until then, forgive our skepticism. We all saw how Duke Nukem Forever ended up, and we certainly don't want that again. It's starting to really heat up outside, and as we approach August, the weekly game releases are also raising the temperature. Good thing we have those frosty mugs, because we'll need to cool off with what's on tap. Square Enix finishes its July 3DS triumvirate with Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. As much as I love Kingdom Hearts, I really hope this game sets the stage for Kingdom Hearts 3, because it's just been far too long since we've had a proper console Kingdom Hearts game. I'm sick of waiting. Elsewhere on Xbox Live, the Summer of Arcade moves into Week 3 with Deadlight, a sharp-looking platformer by Tequila Works. I love the developer name, and I certainly love how the game is shaping up. In an interview with CVG, Crytek producer Mike Reed hinted at the idea of Crysis 3 making its way to the Wii U. Reed said, quote, "I wouldn't say no chance. I mean, the Wii U still doesn't have any kind of release date attached to it at this point. Who knows what the future will bring with it. I can definitely say that we're working with Nintendo, and that's about all I can say on that front." This is a far different position than the one Crytek Director of Creative Development Rasmus Hohengarden took with Destructoid when he said there was not a fat chance of Crysis 3 on Wii U. Now, this may not seem all that important that Crytek has changed its position, but it could very well be a sign of things to come. As more developers experiment with the Wii U and its capabilities, they may find that porting to Nintendo's new system is worth it. The more support the Wii U gets, the more reason to believe that Wii U will once again bring success to Nintendo. Now, can we find out when the Wii U is coming out already? A ton of games nailed down firm release dates this week, giving gamers an increasingly clear picture on what's to come this fall. Kids of all ages received the great news that Skylanders Giants will be stomping into stores on October 21st, bringing with it new characters and new statues. Strategy gamers also had their number called, as 2K and Firaxis nailed down an October 9th date for XCOM Enemy Unknown. Classic RPG fans can rejoice in their return to Baldur's Gate when the Enhanced Edition lands on September 18th. And perhaps the biggest release date announcement of them all, World of Warcraft will finally expand to the Mists of Pandaria on September 25th. The fall release schedule is slowly shaping up to be another war of attrition with our wallets, but I'm especially peeved with 2K and Firaxis today. How are you going to release XCOM on the same day as GamerNode's E3 2012 Game of the Show, Dishonored? I don't want to have to choose. Don't make me choose. I'm sure there'll be more release dates to come, so be ready for more wallet walloping. Wednesday night, I had the extreme pleasure of attending a symphony orchestra concert featuring the music of one of gaming's marquee franchises. My experience was nothing short of marvelous, and I'm going to tell you all about it right now with this week's You Win.
You win!
The Legend of Zelda: Symphony of the Goddesses made its way to the Mann Center in Philadelphia this week, and I had bought my tickets way back on January 20th. My day had finally come. 13 orchestral pieces with a 15-minute intermission sent me into a Zelda nostalgia frenzy. Every piece of music the Pittsburgh Symphony played was excellent, from the various game medleys, Twilight Princess, Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, to the fantastic rendition of Gerudo Valley, one of 3 encores. I laughed. I cheered. At one point I went numb, and yes, I even teared up a bit. That's right, this 25-year-old dude cried happy tears while the Wind Waker movement transitioned into the title screen / credits theme with my friends and fiance in plain view. These are the kind of emotions that video game music can bring out of people, and only now is the rest of the world realizing it. Video Games Live has been around a while, sure, but leave it to Zelda to show just how successful a game concert can be. Imagine a world where a symphony orchestra is featuring the music of Mass Effect or Assassin's Creed or whatever other game I'm sure I'm forgetting. The Zelda Symphony showed me that it can work, and for that, you win. That's it. My kitchen is closed this week. Tune in next time as we once again recap all of the biggest gaming news coming at you hot off the grill. Until next time, stay hungry, my friends, and thank you for watching.